You're listening to the Sport Guy Radio Show. Hi everyone, I'm the Sport Guy. I want to talk today, folks, with exactly a week away from the NBA trading deadline. I want to talk about the Charlotte Bobcats, your Charlotte Bobcat, my Charlotte Bobcats, and talk about what I believe they should do come the trading deadline. And also let's talk about if they make a trade, or if they don't make a trade, what area I believe that they can improve on without a trade. Alrighty folks, as far as the trading deadline go, I believe that looking at the starting lineup of the Bobcat, if there's one weak spot, one area that I think the Bobcat should address, should upgrade, and that is in forward position, mainly the power forward position. I mean, the center, you have Kwame Brown. I mean, sure, some people might call him a bust, and he probably was a bust when the Washington Wizards drafted him. But right now, folks, for this year, Kwame Brown should win the Comeback Player of the Year award. I mean, he's been tremendous, and he's been the savior for the Charlotte Bobcats at center position. But as far as the forward position, folks, power forward, I mean, you have Boris Diaw, who is unfortunately not playing with a lot of effort. I mean, Boris Diaw can start off the game can be on fire. First quarter, he might have 10, 12 points. But then for the rest of the game, he will simply disappear. He will not score again. He will not block shot. He will pick up cheap fouls. So I mean, Boris Diaw, a decent player, but you expect much more out of him. So I mean, that's one area where I would look to improve. I mean, once Tyrese Thomas come back from an injury, folks, the starting lineup for the Charlotte Bobcats should be Kwame Brown at center, Tyrese Thomas at the power forward, small forward Gerald Wallace, shooting guard Steven Jackson, and at point guard DJ Augustine. I mean, folks, that's a decent lineup, and off the bench I will have Sean Livingston, Gerald Anderson, Edgardo Nara, and Nanzi Muhammad. And folks, basically that's a decent lineup, but the area beside forward that I will address is point guard. I mean, sure, you have DJ Augustine, who is a decent point guard, and you have Sean Livingston, who's playing great off the bench. But the thing is, Sean Livingston is coming off a major knee injury. If, God forbid, something happened to Sean Livingston, and the Bobcats are in deep trouble. I mean, DJ Augustine can play, but who is the third point guard? Usually in the NBA, you need a third point guard. And Sharon Collison, I don't believe is ready yet to be a third point guard, so I would look to acquire another point guard. And the reason I also think the Bobcats, going back to the forward, why they need another forward, folks, is because basically the Bobcats are short on big men. I mean, sure, you have Dominic McGuire and Derrick Brown, but they are really not what you call power forward / center. They are more of a power forward / small forward. So I mean, power forward is a must for the Bobcats because they are short on big men. I mean, basically you have Tyrese Thomas, Nanzi Muhammad, and Kwame Brown. And folks, usually as a team in the NBA, they have a one true center. And the Charlotte Bobcats right now, they don't have what you call a true center. So I mean, that's one area where the Bobcats need to address forward / true center and another point guard. And it wouldn't hurt to get another shooting guard because Gerald Anderson is playing great, but he's more of a small forward. And it would not hurt to get a shooting guard who can come off the bench and give Steven Jackson a breather or two, so he can be fresh toward the end of the game when the Bobcats need him. as far as trade or not trade, the area that the Bobcats must, and I mean must improve, ladies and gentlemen, and that is making the free throws. Free throws are the difference between winning a game or losing a game. It doesn't do you no good, folks, if you get someone into foul trouble. But guess what? You go to the free throw lines and you make one of two free throws. Then at the end of the game, you look at the box score and you see, oh my God, we lost by 3 points or we lost by 5 points. And you have to say to yourself, if we only made these free throws, we would have won the game. Free throws, folks, can keep you from making the playoffs. Because right now, folks, the Charlotte Bobcats, at the season ended today, the Charlotte Bobcats would have not made the playoff. Thanks God, we have a second half of the season remaining. But the point is, you don't make the free throws, you lose games. And also, the Bobcats must avoid the unforced turnovers. I mean, unforced turnovers lead to fast break, also will cause your players to get into foul troubles. And I mean, if you're playing away from home, unforced turnovers will get the fans into the game. So I mean, these are the two main areas that the Charlotte Bobcats must fix. If they can fix both of these areas, especially the free throws, and make a trade or two, I think the Bobcats can make the playoffs and might give a team such as Orlando, Miami, Chicago, Boston, someone like that in the first round a trouble. And that's what the goal is, because the Bobcats, even if they make a trade, we know that they are not going to advance past the first round. That they are probably not going to advance. They're probably going to get swept or maybe win a game or two. But that's the goal. The goal is for the Charlotte Bobcats to improve every year, year in, year out. And with that, Sport Guy Show is signing off.